Global markets are reeling. The trigger? A rapidly escalating trade war between the United States and China. The opening salvos came in the form of steep tariffs on goods traded between the two economic giants. This sent shockwaves through the global financial system, triggering a massive sell-off in equities. The Dow Jones Industrial Average plummeted, recording its worst day in recent memory. The tech-heavy Nasdaq fared even worse, entering bear market territory. The bloodbath wasn't confined to American shores. European and Asian markets also tumbled, reflecting the interconnectedness of the global economy. This market rout is a direct consequence of the trade war. Investors, fearing a protracted and damaging economic conflict, are fleeing to safer assets. The uncertainty surrounding the trade war's trajectory has cast a long shadow over the global economic outlook. The speed and ferocity of the market decline have caught many off guard. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of global markets and the potential for trade disputes to inflict significant economic damage. The current trade war is a high-stakes game of economic chicken. President Trump, invoking national security concerns, slapped tariffs on a wide range of Chinese imports. These tariffs, he argues, are necessary to protect American jobs and intellectual property. China, refusing to back down, retaliated with tariffs of its own on American goods. This tit-for-tat exchange of tariffs has created a climate of fear and uncertainty in the global marketplace. The Trump administration claims that these tariffs are a negotiating tactic designed to force China to make concessions on trade. However, many economists warn that these tariffs are counterproductive and will ultimately harm American consumers and businesses. The tariffs have already begun to disrupt supply chains and increase costs for businesses. These costs are being passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. The trade war, if it continues, threatens to undermine global economic growth and push the world towards recession. The trade war's impact is already being felt in various sectors of the global economy. Agricultural commodities in particular have been hit hard. China, a major importer of American soybeans and other agricultural products, has slapped retaliatory tariffs on these goods. This has sent prices for these commodities tumbling, hurting American farmers who rely on exports to China. The trade war has also contributed to a decline in the value of the dollar. This is unusual, as the dollar typically strengthens during times of global uncertainty. The decline in the dollar's value can be attributed to concerns about the trade war's impact on the American economy. A weaker dollar makes American exports more competitive but also makes imports more expensive, potentially fueling inflation. The Federal Reserve is closely monitoring the situation and has expressed concerns about the trade war's potential to push up inflation and slow economic growth. The central bank faces a delicate balancing act as it tries to navigate these uncertain economic waters. The trade war has sparked a political firestorm in the United States. President Trump's supporters argue that he is right to take a tough stance against China. They believe that the tariffs are necessary to protect American jobs and intellectual property. However, the tariffs have also drawn criticism from within Trump's own party. Many Republicans fear that the trade war will hurt American businesses and consumers. Democrats, meanwhile, have largely condemned the tariffs, arguing that they are counterproductive and will damage the economy. The trade war has also drawn criticism from international leaders, who fear a global trade war. They have urged the United States and China to resolve their differences through negotiation rather than tariffs. The long-term impacts of the trade war remain to be seen. However, one thing is clear: the global economy is facing a period of heightened uncertainty. The trade war has the potential to inflict significant damage on the global economy, and it is unclear how long it will last or how it will be resolved.